Good afternoon. This is our Billy, and he's out just getting a wee bit of a walk around outside. You might think that all is well with Billy. Well, it's not. We've had Billy down to the vet twice this week. He has been doing this constant pacing around the edges of the house, you know, almost feeling his way, and he hasn't been eating just as well as he could. He's had an accident in the house, which he never has. We let him out for a prowl around about a week ago, and it was lucky that we came to the door and a car had stopped, and the lady said, "Is this your cat?" and it was sitting on her knee. And fortunately she was a trainee vet, and she noticed Billy, and Billy was sitting in the middle of the road and just wouldn't move whenever she dooted the horn and all the rest of it. So he was very fortunate that she stopped, because he would have been killed otherwise if another driver had come along. He just wasn't moving. He was totally bewildered, and he was totally disorientated. And the vet did all the relevant tests, and the outcome is that Billy has extremely high blood pressure. He's now on a little quarter tablet to do with his blood pressure to try and reduce it. And unfortunately, a blood vessel behind his eye has burst, and he's blind now in one eye, and the other eye isn't particularly good either. We see him this padding about like a caged lion in a small cage, going round the periphery of the cage. This is due to his trying to find his bearings, and due to him being confused. He's eating well enough, and he's drinking an awful lot too. He's been checked for diabetes and such like, so it's nothing to do with that. So this is where we're at with Billy. Hopefully we're trying to put the quarter tablet to do with his blood pressure into his food, but he's smart enough to know that this is something alien, and he won't eat it. We're trying to disguise it. So he's 15 now. So it's this is just part of the onset of old age, and it'll happen to human beings as well. So that's just a wee update on Billy. He's totally compliant. He will let you lift him. He doesn't react to high sounds or our 2-year-old grandchild running about after him. Whereas before, he would have run away. He would have been frightened. Inside the house, we have noticed that he tries to get into corners in behind sofas, and squeezes himself in very odd positions, in very odd places. And this is all part of the bewilderment and disorientation, I believe. So I'm afraid that's just a wee update on Billy. Billy, where are you? Where are you? What are you doing? Come here. He will react and come to you. Come here, come here, come here. Yes. Come here for a stroke. Come here. Where are you? He's totally docile. But just a cat on a mission. And the best way to get him to lie down, because he'll continue walking about like this for hours on end, is to take him on your knee and stroke him, and then he falls asleep. We have seen him literally, almost falling off his feet with tiredness. Come here, Billy. Come here. Where are you? Yes, he's reacting to sound there. You can see that. He's got very thin, I'm afraid, as well. He is eating, mind you, but... Billy! But there you are. Billy Cat update. And this has happened, you know, very, very quickly. Yes. And this is Billy today. This is what he does. Constantly walking about. Brushing up against the side of furniture, trying to get his bearings. Aye, there's what he does. I must say he's in better shape this morning. And then he goes into and sticks his head into wee places. He trumps through the litter tray and whatnot. Just because it's in the road. Then he stands and stares. But he is in better shape today. And this is poor old Billy now. He's been sick, he's been staggering about, he has been padding round, he's had a few accidents, he's been up and down to the vet numerous times. Don't know if he's going to pull through. There could be brain damage, so that's what the vet thought. There must be something going on in his wee brain, and we'll just, I don't know. I'm back with you. It's Monday, and I have to tell you that this morning we had to have Billy Cat put to sleep. He had been unwell, as you know, for quite a while, and the vet, I mean, we'd been up and down to the vet numerous times. The two vets that looked at him said that he'd gone blind, fully in one eye and partially in another. Couldn't tell us to what degree, of course, and this was due to his high blood pressure. And we did try to treat that high blood pressure. We gave him anti-blood pressure tablets to lower his blood pressure, but he was violently sick on them, and his back legs collapsed. He couldn't walk, and he was comatose for about 4 hours. But anyway, you know, he just was going downhill, and as you could see in the previous video footage, walking about, bumping into things, having accidents, you know, not making it to the toilet, so to speak, again and again. And this morning, after another very restless night of crying and whatnot, and he has been doing that as well as he wandered about, this morning we found 2 big clots of blood outside of his bed. So we took the vet's advice and said, well, his quality of life, and he is suffering here because he's crying right throughout the night, and we've done our best for him, and so we decided this was the best thing, this was the humane thing to do. So he's buried over there, and there's a wee iris on it, and we're very sad today. Very sad. It's always sad when you lose a pet. Billy was 13. We had him for 13 years, but actually he was probably about 15 or 16, because that's what the rescue people told us, that he was maybe 2 to 3 years old. So we really enjoyed having Billy. He was such fun. He added so much to our family. Our children loved him. Our grandchild loved him. She especially loved him, and she'll be at a loss without him. And so will we. He brought so much fun and laughter to our home. Hope you're good where you are, folks. We've just had a hard old day today, and Billy's death is the harder still, because it brings back memories of close loved ones who have died over recent years, friends and loved ones. Life is very difficult. Enjoy it while you can, and it's very fragile.